Good morning, everybody. Spare couple of hours there. I'm just going to modify this Motorola cm140. It's been modified for PMR 446. Brilliant little set. Front facing speakers, very clear. Typical like RJ45 mic input. You can get desk mics and stuff from. BNC connector, programming port. Just a very simple radio, but when you actually look up the specs, they've got a lot of mil-spec components. So the only problem I found, I took it out for testing, absolutely brilliant, booms out everywhere, full signal, 40, 50, 60 miles, that sort of thing. They just get warm. Typical radios when they're not, when you're transmitting where they shouldn't be, sort of thing. So just thought I'd go live and see if we can do some modifications. I've got a nice high-rise, high-tier stand, PC fan, stuff like that. See if we can get it all rigged up nicely to this, just that little rat tail there. Yeah, let's see what we can do, guys. Feel free to comment and stuff. If I can see your messages, I will get back to you. I'm just gonna... Radio. What to do. Bomber. Excellent. Good old high tier. So we've got our screws what fit the Motorola side rail. Pocket that can live on there. Nice and cushioned. So do we have it forward? Do we have it backwards? Centre for balance maybe. Could always change that. It's perfect. Let's get cooking. It's always never a nice way, is there, to mount fans. Things with old aluminium as well, you've got to watch out. When these units here, they go 1 to 8. They've got 8 channels. They must be 15, 20-year-old and they're still absolutely booming out. But with anything old and aluminium and stuff like that, you get oxidisation. If you've had anything to do with Land Rovers, you'll know all about that. It's just a case of scraping it off and stuff, to get adequate cooling. Not too bad, this one, to be fair. I need some big zip ties. Where have I put them since putting antennas up? I'll have a quick sup of me. I am the best mum coffee. Feel free to comment, guys, or share on what you all up to this morning. We've got some zip ties. Right. It's going to interfere with that. The case coming off. The right gap. Morning Jimmy, morning Trevor. What a bodge. What, cheap and cheerful. Morning Jimmy. Yeah, if you just joined me, we're just I'm faffing around with this old Motorola taxi radio, which is on UHF, programmed for PMR 1 to channel 8. Absolutely mega, but just gets a bit warm. It's typical, you know, when it's just that little bit higher than where it should be TXing and stuff, but mega little radio. The audio quality is unreal. I mean, there must be 10-15-year-old. I mean, do taxis even use analog anymore? I don't know. I don't get taxis, but amazing little radio. Right, where do I want to be now? What a bodge, but the thing is, it's cheap. That's it. And when I was looking at the specs on them, they're all, a lot of the components are military spec. You know, they last, don't they, this older gear? And you can tent squelch off, that's a bonus. Right. Yeah, they are, Jimmy. First time I heard someone using one, I think it's Paul, in Middleton. Sure, he's got a Liverpool accent, and he's in Leeds. That's a bit confusing. I just couldn't believe how well he was booming out, and the audio was, you know, amazing. And that's what got me thinking. Then a few others started popping up on them, so they're a bit of a hidden gem, really, for 446, like. Freaking zip ties. What has my life come to? No, you're absolutely right there, Danielle. Sorry, I missed your comment there, Danielle. Yeah, it's quick, no problem. Can I get an update on that address or en route, stuff like that? The thing is as well, you've got no adjustment of power or anything like that. They might have just TX'd local. Do you know, it typically is a taxi radio. I suppose they use them for other things as well. Do you know, they might only have a certain vicinity. Do you know where they need to transmit? I don't know. Alright, on 2 meters, that's interesting then. Obviously that's amateurs using them. But yeah, they must have cottoned onto them. They're bloody good. Do you know what the biggest thing is with getting any PMR mobile radio? Having a front-facing speaker. It makes the world of difference. Not that I'm getting deaf and old. But they're just different ball game having front-facing. I don't know how it projects the audio to your ears. It's just weird when the audio goes down or up. For that little speaker. Oh, they absolutely boom out. Be interesting to know who manufactures those tiny little speakers. They're so loud. It is, but if you think about the size of them, you take CRT Micron for instance, rather than putting the radio that way, they're more that way, aren't they? Do you know, they don't, yeah, they are smaller and stuff, but just a weird design, and then it's like, damn, where do we put the speaker? I mean, the smaller you go, you're running out of room on your front rail estate. I've got my Yaesu shack in a box, and speakers on top of that, to be honest, and it ain't that good. Hence why I have external speakers, but it's not so bad when you're out in the car and stuff. You sort of just make do and rough it, but yeah, you do need your front facing. Hence why, then again, if they didn't have front facing, if they put the speakers on the top, does it sell extra accessories in the future, if you know what I mean? Do you know your Yaesu external speakers, your ICOM external speakers, you constantly see those for sale, and there's a lot of money in them, isn't there? Do you know, 120, 150 £150? Then you can go over to the noise cancelling side and friggin' just whatever you want to pay for them. But then if the set had a good speaker from the onset, they'd never sell them accessories. Right. Oh, definitely. Definitely. I have had a lot to do with an ICOM 7300 with the external speaker. And it wasn't all that. I would expect it powered. You know, a powered speaker with some sort of a bit of amplification, some sort of noise cancelling for that sort of money. If not, I'd just be sticking earphones in. And I have played with the one what comes with the 7300, and it wasn't all that for what you pay for it. Tell you what are good as well, Danielle, that my old Itera, the stands are so much more forgiving on them. That's like sort of where you know. Well, that's a normal bracket there. That's your normal bracket, and that's a high tierer bracket. You know, it enables you to put them in some right good angles as well, for future reference. What's that? This radio I'm on now? Maybe, possibly. Oh, the stand, yeah. That's off the high tier MD785G. So preliminarily with them, the security, do you know, security guards, things like that. That's not bad for PMR, that. See if this bolts in. Got my wires there. She's all spinning. She's spinning. Oh, very. Annoying size screw holes on these old Motorola's though. They're not your standard thumb screw. No, I'm blowing cold air on it because it is the way they've set it up. It's, you'll know with PCs and that, Danielle. It's see all the fins there. It needs some sort of passive cooling. It can't really duct it and suck it away. So as long as I blow air onto these fins, it's going to act like a radiator, isn't it? The only thing is, do I trust my memory? I've got no power supply here at the moment, and I can't remember which way the fan goes. I'm sure it's labelled down, so the airflow's going that way. I don't know if you can remember with PCs, Danielle. So the frame's on the side facing the radio. I'm sure that's the right way. I want the air to go that way. But nice, good little fans, these. Really quiet, and there's no... Main thing is as well, is getting interference. Nice flush fit, that, actually. I hate the zip tie mods, but gotta make do, want to get using it. Tell you something, this Facebook live stream needs to sort their comments out. Do you know what I'll do? I'll get my tablet. I'll be back in a sec. Just going to put the live stream on my tablet. Pardon me. That's alright then. Spot on. I can see my comments a bit better now. Can I write to them? Yes, I can. Perfect. Right, here we go. That's a right delay. Right, spot on. Jeez, you can't even tell which is which wire. Morning, Liam. How's it going, bud? Yeah, not bad, mate. I'm just faffing around with this old taxi radio. It's absolutely mega on PMI. It just needs a bit of auxiliary cooling. How are you getting on with the 817? I've not seen you doing any videos or out, bud. You must be busy at work or something. You'll remember them, Liam. The TS100. My favourite. Oh, that's a shame. I don't know if you've been into have you got into shortwave listening yet, Liam? Obviously, on a night time, it increases the activity. Do you know, quite low down, you're like 3 megahertz and 1 megahertz and stuff. You hear all sorts of stuff. But that's best on a night. Right, where am I at? Soldery. Yeah, that's it, Daniel. It just picks up, doesn't it? It's just a term for like listening on old AM stations and stuff. I don't actually know what it means. It's just the shorter wavelength, I think, mate. And they just call it shortwave. We just know it as HF, won't we? But it's lower down and it's listening on like AM and things like that. Do you know, if you see a signal or hear a signal, flick through your modes. Do you know, if you haven't got an SDI, you just got to, flick from AM to lower sideband if it's below that 10 megs and stuff. It's interesting, mate. You hear all sorts. Do you know, absolutely all sorts. Yeah, that's it, Daniel. I mean, I class it as what? Because I've listened in on 0. It'd be just 800 megahertz, which is below your one, and you've got like BBC and stuff on there, all the way up to 10 megahertz, and I've heard oh God, what station was it? There's a station around 27 megs as well, quite low down on AM, I believe. It's interesting just having a listen round. That's where SDR comes into play. You can, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean that's low down, that, ain't it? 198 kilohertz, and there's some around just before 1 meg as well. I'm sure it's like 800 and 900 kilohertz. Do you know? There's a few powerful stations there. What I'm trying to say is, once it comes on at night time, everything else sort of kicks in there. Yeah, definitely. Just I've had it on vertical. It's always worth going on, is it radioreference.com or something like that, and pick up all the frequencies of random stuff to listen to? brilliant soldering iron, these guys. The TS100. Got to be in everybody's hobby arsenal. Oh, I keep knocking that. I mean, this one here, Danielle, that's... it's just built countless amount of things. I mean, it's just all about having a nice silver tip on it, really. I don't even know where my little my gold thing is. There. Need one of them. Clean the... It's electric. But it'll work from a LiPo battery when you're out in the field. Any power supply, I believe, up to 24 volt. So it works from 12 to 24. But I've had it on LiPos. It just depends how hot it gets, really. It's all digital. They're upgradable. Amazing bit of kit. But that's electric. But just the amount of drones and stuff I've built like that, it's just been reliable all the time. Little graph there, that'll do. bodge it and scarper. Yeah, that's it, Liam. Yeah, they're brilliant, mate. It's the sound quality. Do you know, the microphones are good. The receive's mega. Yeah, if anybody's interested on the TS100, all fully adjustable. Up to 400, mega, love them. And it's just, I'm just running mine off a laptop power supply. Frigging cough. Right. What you doing? Morning, Phil. I'm just playing with this little old taxi radio. Absolutely, it's mega on PMR. So I'll put a high tier stand on it. Cooling fan. Works absolutely brilliant. It just gets warm. Do you know, it's just probably not meant for long TXs really. So I'm just doing a bit of a cooling mod. That's it. It's just get it working, innit? Get it bloody functional. There's no bloody neat way of putting bloody fans on them, is there? Unless you start 3D printing bloody cages and all that palaver. No, it's not a tape, buddy. It is the Motorola cm140. So Charlie Mike 140. This one cost me £30. And that was even with the, you know, to plug directly into your car cigarette socket. You know, microphone. They are on a BNC connector, so bear in mind you need a BNC to a SO239 if you're just running standard PL plugs. But it's just stuff you have lying around, you know, just, I don't know what you'd do about, I would make sure you just buy it and make sure it's already programmed PMR, you know, 1 to 8. Yeah, it ain't got 16 channels, but it's very rare I go off 8 anyway, do you know. I'll flick down to 6 on a Sunday. I only literally go on a Sunday night anyway. I'll flick down to 6 if I'm out on the hilltop sort of thing, to see if I can hear any of the other PMR nets. And that's about it. You sometimes, the lads will go on to 14 or something like that, but I'll just have to not follow them up, which I usually tend to stick on 8 anyway. But for a little powerful rig, absolutely amazing. Just had to find a cheapie. I was just saying earlier, the first one I ever heard was Paul in Middleton in Leeds. You probably heard him on. He's got a Liverpool accent, but Really nice guy. I'm sure I've spoke to him on 11 metres as well. But I always asked him, oh, what's he on? And he's on his on a taxi rig. And then I heard a few others. I think it was Andy T and... is it Reggie or Nidge? One of them. They had a taxi radio. And then Paulie Morenz, he's got one now. But they're a bit of an hidden gem. Really hidden gem. The quality of them, the receive and the sending out is just amazing. Right, how's the old budget and scarver? So, what we've done while we've been gabbing? 40 minutes. We've rummaged a stand on a bit of an angle so it's tilting up. We've rummaged some screws. Got a nice silent running cooling fan. The thing is as well, they don't give off any noise as well, them. Ready to go. Got a power cable. I always laugh when it's bodged. That should do the job. Where to mount it now? Is anybody about today on radios? I don't know whether to rig it up to my Yagi at home and just have a blast out, see what's happening. If anybody's about today. Yeah, in fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go rig it up in the kitchen while I can get away with it. Our lass is at work. Right, guys. Yeah, oh, nice to see you there, Sean. Sorry, I know you've only just come in at the end of it, mate. But just a quick rundown, Sean. We're just got one of the old taxi radios, which has been programmed to PMR 1 to 8. They're only an 8 channel. Should be 25 watts. Nice front-facing speaker. Just really loud. Here's the man, Wes. Yeah, look, that's what I've done, Wes. Yeah, I'll give you a shout, Wes. Put a high tier stand on it. Cooling fan. That's all wired into that now. Just about to go give it a go. Yeah, Roger, I'll have to try and point my beam towards you there, Danielle. More west-like. Yeah, Wes, if you hear of any more, mate, on the grapevine, let me know, because I wouldn't mind maybe 1 or 2 of these. Helicopter on channel 15 at 11:30. What's happening on channel 15? I heard, Andy K said something about at dinner time. Someone going to Tan Hill or something. What's happening there before I go, like? Yeah, if someone could just give us a rundown of what's happening with the helicopter. Sorry. Oh, we got John. Yeah, the soldering iron. It's a TS100 there. Sorry, I've just disconnected it. I'll show you quickly. It's a Tango Sierra 100 TS100. But they're fully programmable. I mean, this is from out of the box, this. They work from 12 to 24 volts. You can run them off battery packs. Mine's on a laptop charger at the minute, but all fully digital. And I've had this from my drone building days. Hold the button in, you can go from 0 to 400 Celsius to get instantly hot. They cool down quite quick. You can get different tips for them. I just used the little angle wedge tip. It seems to work for everything. I've desoldered SMDs, surface mounts, yeah, SMDs and stuff like that. Just works brilliant. But you can just make up a little jumper lead, have a battery, and can take it out for field days and stuff like that. Amazing bit of kit, the TS100. That's it there. But you can get them from China or off eBay, stuff like that. But there's weigh nothing. Brilliant. And I have had soldering stations and stuff like that, and I just can't compare it to the versatility of that. I can't remember, John. You'll have to Google it. Just put TS100 soldering iron. I don't know if Phil or Liam's still watching. I'm sure they've had them as well. I don't know, after about 30, 40 quid or something like that. To be honest, I can't remember, mate, 'cause I've had it a few years, that. But They're obtainable. Do you know they're not that dear, bud? Jeff Woodhead is going in a helicopter to Tan Hill. Jesus, I thought it'd be too paranoid to go in an helicopter, to be honest. But I'll have to have a listen. It depends what I'm doing, mate, on the soldering side of it. Just then, because I'm only using thin stuff, I'm just using 0.5mm. And that's got 2% flux, that. But we always use flux so it flows better. But I also use this as well, which is just a little brush. And that's No Clean Flux RF 800 by Topnick. And literally, I just put a little dab of that on it. On, do you know, wherever you're soldering, on your wire before you tin it up, on your actual part. Ah, there you go. Cheers, Wes. About £50 on Google there, John. Can't remember mine being that. I'm sure something like 30 quid sticks in my mind. But you've got Wish and all that lot. They'll be cheaper on there. They're only a Chinese soldering iron, but well worth the weight in gold, like. But yeah, I'm gonna go rig this radio up and see what we can do. Yeah, so if anybody's on the radios, if you want to switch your radios on, give me 5 or 10 minutes. In fact, no, I can't, because that's to a car kit now. I need to make another doofer up. Yeah, anyways, I'm going to go anyway. Yeah, no problem, John. I'm going to go put this on my Yagi and see what we can hear. I am beaming southwest from the east coast of England, from Beverley. So if anybody's got the radios on, I can come and blow your windows out. Yeah, I'll catch you all in a bit, guys. Always nice chatting to you. 73s.